What's up, everybody? Welcome to Straight No Chase with Jesse Mitchell, your number one podcast coming out of the Carolinas. I am the innovator, the emancipator, the originator, Jesse Mitchell. And just in case you're wondering, I woke up like this. Today on the show with me, I got top realtor, the beautiful Miss Elle Gaddy.
Hi.
Got my man running for city council, Dino
Hondros.
Fayetteville
native.
All right. Fayetteville native.
District 9.
Do you see it?
Trying to move Fayetteville forward. Put Fayetteville first.
All right. My brother, Corinne Keys, in the building.
What's good, man?
We print tees. If you don't know him, you know him. What's going on, brother? What's happening? To talk to me, you in the building tonight. What's happening? So you running for District what now?
District 3.
District 3. District 3. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what change you trying to bring to District 3? What's happening? What you got to do for District 3? What's going on?
First off, you got to get in there. And once I get in there, I got to learn my job, learn the people, and then find out what the needs of the people are. You know, I have some ideas about connecting people with the resources of the government. So prime example, like you'll have a grant or other loan programs that a lot of small businesses don't know about. So, but then you have like parts of District 3 are a food desert. So you got to know where the food banks are. Just really connect.
Where's the food desert?
Food desert is where there's not within reasonable driving distance a supermarket to go to. So if I live in Tiffany Pines, I got a food line right here. And if I live in Hillendale, I got a food line right here. But if I live in Eccles Park, where am I going? I got to come all the way over to Rose Hill Road because the Walmart's not there, or I got to drive all the way down Skybow to get there. So there's not within reasonable distance. That's what they call those food deserts.
Okay. Okay. So your other candidates that are running against you, you feel you bring more to the table than them?
I think everybody participating in the democratic process is a good person. That's what I got to say about the other candidates.
That's not what I asked you.
Right.
I asked you, do you feel you the best of the candidates? Everybody's a good person.
What other candidates?
Until they're exposed.
It's just me.
Oh, so you don't see nobody.
Yeah,
you like Diddy. You don't see nobody. You looking around, but you don't see nobody.
You know I'll dance in your video, so don't.
Okay, that's what it is.
Let's just make this real clear, man. My goal is city council in District 3, and you got a lot of folks still chasing me. And I tell people all the time, I'm not the goal. You know, I'm in District 3. I'm there to fight for folks and so forth and so on. So I respect all the candidates and what they got to bring to the table, but I'm the dining room that you build the table in. Okay. You know, so when we talk about this table situation and what you bring to the table, I'm the only candidate that has always provided jobs for the last 22 years. I am the only candidate that owns commercial real estate in Fayetteville. You know, so when we talk about planted and rooted and so forth and so on, I do this thing called build a business. And city council is a business. It's not this great overfunded nonprofit to where we get in there and we want to discuss this and we want to have this movement and we want to, all that sensationalized, and I'm going to just say it what it is. It's bullshit because it takes up too much time. You're there 3-4 hours and it's not going to get your constituents one job. It's not going to raise the property values of your constituent. It is not expanding the tax base. So if we not talking about safety, infrastructure, or economics, what we talking about?
Hey. Ain't nothing going on but the rim.
Yeah, what Hov say? I don't know who you chasing. I'm already at the finish line with the flag waving.
Okay, you done lapped him twice, huh?
Look behind you. Right, Jesse. We can do this for hours. We can do Hov for hours.
Okay, well, Ellie, what's going on with you? What's new with the real estate? With the realtor, what you got going on? I know you always talking about these programs you got going. Hold your liquor now, hold your liquor.
I'm trying. I'm having a good time.
Get it together.
I'm always talking about what did you say, honey?
These programs people don't know about and the real estate stuff. So what's new with the real estate? What's going on? You got any new closings?
I have several.
Can I get $3?
I always have several.
Am I good for $3?
No, I mean basically the state of the market. I mean it's.
See, she know about my $3 now. Go ahead.
I got you $3. Okay.
All right, damn, that's all I want to hear now.
No, I mean it's kind of sad right now. Like right now it's just very difficult to buy property unless you.
I'm trying to buy a house and it's been very hard. It's been very difficult. Go ahead.
Well, you haven't been working with me?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's why it's been difficult. But yeah, I mean, for most people, it is kind of difficult. It's not just off what you have these days. It's basically about who you know. You know, people don't tell you that part, but that's very true. And when you do know the right people, even then, I mean, you have to have $10,000, $15,000 to put down. A lot of people are just going in and they're upside down on houses right now. So it's kind of disheartening. I I mean, I know most realtors are going to get really mad at me for saying this. They've already called my phone and told me to shut up and not say anything, but the market's inflated right now. So you're buying the new construction, you're buying everything inflated from the nail to the front door to the doorknob, everything. And for people like me who are investor friendly and I'm about my money, right? So I believe you make the money when you buy, not necessarily when you sell. And I like to go in making a good amount of equity, and it's very hard in this market unless you're someone like me. I still find deals. I just bought one the other day. I closed on it last Friday. I paid $60,000 for it. It's worth $150,000. So I made that gap immediately.
That's how you make money when you buy and not sell. I was going to ask you to explain that a little bit. How do you make money when you buy and not when you sell?
It's the equity. So if I go into right down on Riley Road, I bought a house in LaGrange, and you look at the comps and you look at what those properties are selling for. And when I started seeing that they were selling for like $150,000, okay, so let's do the math. So this is what me, on a Friday night at home by myself. This is why I'm so obsessed with what I do, because I know I can make $70,000 in one day. I have no time for nothing else, right? So if I can sell the house for $150,000, right? $150,000, and I paid $60,000 for the house. All right, so that's $90,000 I make in one day. Why would I do anything else? If I can make $90,000 in one day, why would I do anything else? And then what did it take for me to buy that house? $2,000. That's all it took in 30 days. But I make 90. So that seems a little bit, like a dream, right? So I do got to put money in the house. So I got a contractor to go out there before I made the offer, and he told me that it was going to cost me $16,000. All right, cool. I'll pay him cash. So I really make $74,000 in a day. So that's what I do. That's what for fun, for a living, that kind of thing.
For fun, huh? It's fun making money, huh?
$74,000 in a day?
Yeah, that's fun.
And you got people sitting on their feet for 40 hours a week, and they don't make that in a year? Yes. Yeah. It's not lack of opportunities, it's lack of knowledge. It's their lack of network, it's their circle, it's who they're hanging out with and who they're talking to. And quite frankly, it's the friends that they don't make that stops, it stops their bag. It stops them for elevating. And that's why I focus on it. So for me, the real estate market is very good. And I hope to teach other people how to do this, especially my fellow single mothers out there, because that's me. And
what about the fellas? Damn, you got to have a vagina to get the knowledge? Damn, I want the knowledge. I like money. Oh, here you.
They don't listen to that.
There they go.
They don't listen.
Wow. There they go.
They don't put their ducks in a row.
Start with that.
We tell them to refinance. We tell them to get their paperwork in order. Even if you hustle, okay, you hustle, whatever. Okay, start a lawn business on paper, right? So you start a lawn business on paper.
I'm not condoning this information on Strait No Chase. Go ahead.
Well, this is my daddy's information. My daddy was a hustler, okay? My daddy he came from a crackhead to owning 32 properties.
Hey.
My father from Lumberton, North Carolina, okay? So how he did it was he paid some damn taxes. That's all you have to do, okay? How much do you pay in taxes? I pay a lot. But you can just say, hey, I made $50,000 for the year on paper. Is this like tax fraud? I don't know if I should say that. All right, anyways, you gotta...
I don't know.
I'm just telling you how to get it done.
I don't know.
You can't buy nothing in America without paying taxes, right? So you pay taxes, and then you backtrack it. You tell the government, okay, I owe you for 18, 19, and 20. And you never want to go down, you want to go up. So I made 50 and 18, I made 52 and 19, I made 53 and 20. Well, then you can buy whatever the hell you want at that point. If they're going to say, hey, well, you owe us some money. And then you're like, oh, all right, I'll give you $100 a month. For $100 a month, you can qualify for whatever the fuck you want. $100 a month.
Dropping gems, yeah.
Right?
Alrighty.
I'm not telling you anything that I didn't do myself.
I got $100.
I know, I don't know if it's legal or whatever. All right, so you create that tax deficit. But you need debt in order to grow. It's how America works.
Hey, it sure is.
People are out there taking penitentiary chances with their lives to make a couple $100 when I made 97 in a day.
Couple books.
Right? But it's factual.
Shout out 21.
It's just lack of knowledge, and we gotta, stop looking at people because their color, thinking all skin coat folk is what kinfolk, because they're not. Okay, someone who looks like him can be your best friend and help you get to $100,000 in a day. And as a matter of fact, he did help me.
What, Dino?
That's what we do. We help
Swivel
people.
on to you.
I called him, he didn't know it from a can of
Just toss it to you?
He had nothing to gain from it. And I'm like, hey, Dino, I'm trying to get my feet wet in commercial real estate, which is what the big dollars is. I need your help. And he's like, well, here's what you do. Here's what I think. Here's who you need to call, blah, blah, blah. I didn't go with his advice. He told me the property's worth 150 grand. I was like, nah, I'm gonna list it for 200. Ultimately, we got 150 grand. But it was someone that didn't look like me, didn't have hair like me, or, act like me, or get his nails done like me, or whatever, that went out his way to help me for nothing. I know people that...
So he gets his nails done?
He doesn't, no. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes we'll look at people who have similarities and we'll mistake that from fake-ass camaraderie. Like, they're going to have our back. Like, they know our struggle. No, they don't.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can't find that, the ones you think are friends aren't friends. So, But Dano, so what you got going on? You running for District 6?
Friends make other friends money.
District
okay?
9.
District 9. District 6 people, I'm sorry. Don't attack me. District 9. So, okay, so what's your plans for the district and what do you see? What do you see going on?
Well, I believe in government for we the people by we the people. So I want to be the conduit. I want to be that voice for District 9. District 9 is a big district. Starts with Cross Creek Mall, goes from Morganton and Cliffdale all the way to Morganton and Riley, Cliffdale and Riley, up on Skybo to Bragg Boulevard, down to Cliffdale and Skybo, and then from the mall straight south to Rayford Road. It has Buckhead and also Montclair subdivision. So it's a big district. Yeah. It's kind of in the heart. Downtown people think of as the heart of the city, and it was in its day. But after the mall, the city kind of grew west around the mall. So District 9 is kind of the heart of the city if you look at it on a map. But like El said, Curran, they both had a mouthful. Number one, as a good realtor, I'm going to say seek legal advice and advice from a good accountant. Corinne and I've known Corinne for 30 plus years, but we're out here in the streets and we're making it happen every day. I started out at 11 years old wrapping baked potatoes in aluminum foil, and
why?
For a job, because we learned from our parents.
You're working at 11?
Rapping.
11 years old.
Wow.
What kind of job you was wrapping potatoes in aluminum foil? You was doing
At a
the potatoes?
restaurant. Baked potatoes.
Oh, okay.
So my grandfather, Gus, he immigrated here to New York from Greece.
Okay.
Came down south, settled in Fayetteville. A few years later, brought the rest of the family over. Both my parents ended up immigrating from Greece, hard workers. We learned our work ethic from them, right? So they provided a loving home, a roof over our head, clothes on our back, food on the table. But if we wanted something extra, when those J's came out and I wanted them, they weren't buying me back then $60 J's. They'd buy me the $20 Nikes. Yeah, the J1s back in the 80s, they were about $65. That was about $130. So
yeah, I was fresh at the nutsack then. Yeah.
So we had to work for those things. We wanted, they said, look, this is the clothes I'm gonna buy you. You don't like that? You want to buy your name brand Jordan sneakers or whatever? You go to work and you get your own money and you buy whatever you want. So, but I worked in restaurants for 20 plus years and been doing commercial real estate for the last 23. So that's what we try to do is hook people together. We're like the plug, whatever you need, a plumber, electrician, HVAC contractor, surveyor, a lawyer, an accountant. We'll point you in the right direction because we don't know everything about everything, but we're facilitators, and that's probably what the current council in general is lacking, the ability to cooperate. As realtors, we every day conflict resolution and cooperation. That's the name of the game.
Can I interject?
Please.
I think one of the most important things that you said is problem solving. And that's why I want to sit on council with you. Because we just talked about if you have a problem, you said, what the name of them again? The plumber? What's your name?
Plumber, electrician, HVAC contractor.
The appraiser, the other agent.
The appraiser, exactly, the other agent.
So you said the plumber, agent. I own a commercial building downtown. So when my plumbing comes out, there's no landlord to call. Right. If my HVAC goes out, I'm calling Nate's Heating and Air. Big shout out to them. I love them. They take care of me, so forth and so on. So what I'm saying is that when we move forward in city council, who on city council can make the phone call? Who can make a phone call? And those are the questions that I want to ask the voters out there. Can your city council person make a phone call and fix things now?
They can, but they won't.
I don't think many of them have the ability. I don't think they have the know-how.
mental capacity.
Who are you
To
connecting?
make a phone call?
No, they don't.
Al, let me ask you this. It's not the phone call. It's what the other person pick up.
At the other
Like
person-
when I call my plumber and I say, hey, Dino has a spot, he needs a commercial, or Dino calls an electrician, his electrician is going to pick up for him. That has to have a relationship. And so when you're on council, you have to have the ability, it's the name council. When I go to court, I don't talk. When you got a lawyer, do you talk when you go to lawyer? No, because my counsel goes ahead for me to negotiate with the DA. My counsel knows the laws where the judges, and my counsel puts me in the best decision to get back home to my family.
Right.
And those are the things as a city councilman that I think we can bring to, we'll make sure that
Been in some
people.
serious cases, huh?
Right.
You talking about getting home to your family? Been in some serious cases.
No, but I'm talking about just all the way around. Just all the way around. No, just all the way around. Like if you got a speeding ticket, 85 and a 60. You got a family to take care of. You got to take care of you want a lawyer that can go in and say, let me get this reduced. Let me get this situated. You don't need your license revoked. You don't need it suspended. You have things to go in places that were like, who was going to do that speech at the beginning of the show besides you?
Nobody can do that.
Right. But if you don't have no L's, how you going to get here? Besides Uber, and you live in the mansion across town.
This is true.
Right. So
But at the end of it, does what he wants. So I'm ready.
Okay. All right.
I'm not bound by your laws. I'm something that is you can't. I'm an anomaly that you don't know nothing about. See what I'm saying?
Listen, I understand you being an anomaly wrapped in an enigma, and I salute it. You know, I'm the wrong guy. I listen. If you get on stage, I'm a cheer all the way.
You've been one of my biggest fans and cheerleaders since day one. I already know that. So you know what I'm saying? I already know you're gonna ride with me. You my guy. We already know that. It's like my vote will be in for Keys.
Appreciate that.
My vote would be in for anyone that knows how to conduct.
I don't agree with his views, but I'm voting for him anyway. Now I'm messing with you.
That's okay. That's okay though. We need more of that. We need more of that. I may not agree with everything he says, but do I disagree with everything he says? No.
I want realtors to make more money.
We need. It's not even.
They're all in now. Now you got everybody voting now.
Listen,
They all
this is
voting
why
for you
I
right
want
now.
Right.
Let me give you my plan for realtors to make more money. If we make Fayetteville more attractive for corporate America, and corporate America brings six-figure jobs here, corporate America people do not want to rent.
No.
People that make six figures do not want to rent. Sometimes if you got a single guy, but if they come here and they have these six-figure jobs here, they're going to want to buy.
Right.
So now you got, let's say you get 100 people to come that want to buy. They want to buy $200,000, $200,000 houses. 100 people buying $200,000 houses is is that 20 million or 2 million? That's $20 million in real estate moved.
I know if I sell 8 of those a month, I make $30,000 for the month.
What I'm saying is that if you sell 100 $200,000 houses, that's $20 million in revenue moved. If a realtor is making 3% of that, 3% of that winds up being what?
About
Give me-
$300 something $1,000.
3% of 20 million is what? 600,000. That's $600,000 in revenue that moved out. And Lord knows if they're the seller and the buyer agent, then they can double up. We're talking about expanding the tax base and putting money in people's pockets.
Well, the issue is with that is we have our higher enlisted people and the people that are making, more than a decent amount of money. They're choosing to bring their dollars to like Pinehurst. They're choosing to.
Why is that?
What do we have here besides rooms to go in gas stations and wash and car washes?
Oh, damn.
I can.
We got Sparkies.
We got 2 Starbucks now.
You have 7 Starbucks here.
Oh, we have 7 Starbucks here.
You have
See
7
that?
Starbucks.
I mean, we're growing. We have 7
Yeah.
Starbucks. Yeah, but Starbucks pays
What's the new
$11
stuff?
an
We got
hour.
the Longhorn Steakhouse now.
Oh, we sure do. We
Yeah.
are going
Yeah,
up,
we doing
Fayetteville.
something.
Oh my God.
Should have been TGI Fridays, but I'm not gonna get into it.
Oh my God. If I see another car wash.
Well, you got that. You ride clean now.
I mean, I guess we're a military town that we buy a lot of cars.
Military cleans they call. I tell you
They
that.
sure do. They be really clean.
We clean some cars now. My ride gonna be clean.
To defend that
big
argument,
truck, right?
there are a bunch of $500,000 houses here, but none of them are up for sale because people live in them. So there is some money here. And when
That's
you
not a
got
bunch. That's not our average sale. Our
We're
average sale is
also,
far
we're also
lower.
about 20,000 units behind.
Yeah, we are. We're way behind the curve.
Which one does that mean? Why are we 20,000 users behind?
These aren't my numbers. So based on the Longleaf Pine Realtors, which is our local association, it's all of Cumberland County, part of Hoke County, part of Moore County, part of Harnett County. This is from like 9 months ago. Midway 2021, if we could wave our magic wand and have 20,000 homes for sale, that's what it would take for us. That's what we can absorb right now. So
So is all this because of the pandemic, or
no, the pandemic exposed issues that were already there, I think, not just in real estate, but across the board. So, and I'll disagree with one thing that Elle said earlier about not wanting to buy real estate because the market is high. It's a great time to buy real estate because even though interest rates are rising, and she's not wrong in that everybody's paying a premium for things because the demand is so high. But number one, that demand's not going away from the things I'm reading. It's not going away in 6 months. It's not going away in 2 years. And it's probably not going to go away for a decade. Okay. Number two, even though interest rates are rising, they were 4% last year, might be 5% today, but inflation is 8%.
What were they when Trump was in office? Please tell the truth. They
Well,
were
they were threes.
phenomenal. The best we've
Mortgage,
ever
but I'm
seen in
talking
our
prime.
whole
So you missing
damn
Trump.
careers. I love him and I miss
so
him.
you didn't vote for Biden?
Hell no.
You gotta be careful about that. And let me.
People don't want to give him his credit.
Let me
I
finish
know
one
is that
thought. Go ahead, let
they were
Dino
down
go.
to
Let
2
Dino
and a
go. Let
quarter.
Dino go. Let Dino go.
They were down.
When you're borrowing money at 5%, if inflation's 8%, a year from now, they're paying you 3% to borrow that money.
So what I'm saying in reference to the Trump stuff, I get with the economy what you're looking at, but what you got to understand, what the president puts in place and what that administration puts in place takes 2 to 5 years to hit. So a lot of the stuff that the Obama administration put in is now will hit under Trump, and then a lot of stuff under the Trump administration will hit under this. It's the same thing that happened when you had the 2008 crisis with George Bush. It took. Well, that was put in and then you had also with the crashing of the jobs in the Midwest. That was with NAFTA. Bill Clinton put in NAFTA, and then when George Bush came in, it was like, oh my God, look at this horrible job.
You inherited it.
But it took NAFTA. If I'm Ford and I to build a company in Mexico, it's going to take me about 4 to 5 years to build this company. Once the company is built, and now we have this vacancy of jobs. Now whoever's the sitting president looks like, oh my God, you got rid of our jobs. No, the last guy did that. So a lot of stuff. I'm not saying that Trump wasn't a good businessman because he did repeal NAFTA.
The best.
But no, he's not the best. FDR is one of the top guys when it comes to that. But
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
He got polio.
All he did was give us food stamps and welfare.
if that's your call,
That's
then
all
go
he
with
did.
it.
That's
If
all
that's
he did
your-
was
if
give
that's
us
your call.
hey, take these food stamps and these welfare. I'm gonna get rich real quick. Y'all take this ration
What
of
did
bread.
he do for the
That's
steel
what he
and
did.
railroad community? What did he do for the steel, oil, and economic development in America when it came to
I
those
didn't
jobs?
research that. I don't know what he did with that. I just know that he was the first one that came out with welfare. He's the first one that came out. Hey, you got no man to
Why
help
did he
you.
do welfare? What was it on the
did
back
this
end
now?
of?
FDR.
What was it on the? It was on the back end of the Great Depression.
Right, Hoover, who was a Republican that fucked up our country. Right, out of greed, out of sanctions, out of farmers getting
Didn't
together.
Hoover start the FBI?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what happened was, okay, because I looked into this, because as black people, we were always Republican until this decade. Then it switched. And then from my mama's age to now, we're like diehard Democrats. Like, whew, we for them. Like,
What
ugh.
year? What year are we talking about black people?
I really don't know all-
Like 1860s
Yeah, we were all Republican.
when we were still slaves.
No, we weren't slaves. They
And
were.
we
No, that's a
weren't-
lie.
1865
That was a lie.
was-
Mr. Mitchell was a congressman.
1865.
No, this is after the Civil War.
That's my great granddaddy.
That's his great. Shut up. No, it's not. It's not.
I just look like this.
It's not his great granddaddy. Okay, Mr. Mitchell was actually a token to fool black people. He was paid off by white people to fool us into becoming Democrats because he ran for the Republican seat in Chicago in like 18 something, right? And they didn't like his ass. So the black guy that was already the Republican, he maintained his seat. So there's always one Uncle Tom in the bush, right? So his ass got jealous of the other black man that was there, and he got paid to go around the country, a black man in the 1800s on CBS, on radio, on all that stuff. They knew he had some kind of money behind him. And
CBS was out in 1800.
all that. They've been around. Okay, radio, been around. And
That's why he laughing. Oh, she fucked me up with
this is
CBS.
big here.
Go ahead, continue.
Because all they're
I'm
doing
listening.
is tricking us from the money. Okay, they're literally giving us Medicare. We need a fucking Medicare. What's wrong with you? Nothing. What's wrong with me? Nothing. We need a bag. Okay. So what they do is they say, hey, Democrats. I'm sorry, not Democrats, whatever. But they'll give you a little ration and they'll say, here, you have that. While they go over here and they make fucking millions. That's the truth. As a culture, and I'm talking about, black culture, we're more conservative in everything that we do. We believe in God. We pray before we even drink. Okay.
So they're in the white churches.
All right.
They don't believe in Jesus.
Christianity is
I'm
not
talking about
our
black culture right now.
Yeah, but that's not our religion, though.
But either way, I'm
That's the
talking about
European religion that was forced to.
That's your opinion. I believe in Jesus Christ.
That's not my opinion. That's fact.
I believe in the Bible.
You can believe what you want to believe. You want to believe a guy got up and moved a rock and then moved his back in 3 days and all that. That's on you.
All
That's
I
cool.
know is that 5
you
years
what you want to
ago,
believe.
I was dead fucking broke. 5 years ago, I was taking the Uber to my appointments today. I pulled up in a $120,000 vehicle that's paid the fuck off. 5 years ago, I was broke. Okay? So I'm telling you how I did it. 1, I believe in God and I don't lean to my own understanding. 2, I don't look at people.
You just said God, and then you said Jesus Christ a minute ago.
It's the same. His Father, Son,
That's
Holy
the same
Spirit.
person.
It's all
The same thing, huh?
It's like water, ice, and vapor and smoke. Yes, it's all still water.
It's all
Yes.
the same. Huh? The Father, the Son, and
Absolutely.
everything's all the same person.
I mean, you're still gonna be blessed, but if you want to be exponentially blessed, you need to believe in God.
I do believe in God.
Period.
I just don't believe in Christianity.
Oh, I'm.
That's my issue. Religion.
That's a whole different
I believe in
topic.
God, though. Absolutely, that's a higher power.
Christian.
That's a
I don't
God,
like
yeah.
calling myself a Christian either because I am educated enough to know that.
You just professed your love for Christianity for the last 3 minutes.
That's what the
How
normal
can
person
you say
thinks.
Father, Son, Holy Ghost and say minus Christianity?
That's what I'm just saying. You
Because
just
in the
professed your
Bible,
love for Christianity.
because in the Holy Bible, it never mentions Christianity. It never says that, not once. And I've actually been to seminary school. Most people don't know about me.
No gym says exercise on it. But that's still what you do there.
No, Christianity was a derogatory term,
That's true.
like the N word.
No toilet says shit. So
It was a derogatory term, like the N word, like the F word, all that. Christianity is not. What is that? That's religion. I have a relationship. I don't believe in religion. But all I can tell you is a word for me. Maybe I don't know nothing.
I mean,
Maybe y'all know it all.
that's what we said. Nobody said. See,
I mean,
now you in your
obviously-
feelings. Get out your feelings.
No, maybe
Get out your feelings.
maybe I'm making it up.
Get out your feelings.
Maybe I wasn't
That ain't
just
what we
like
said.
single
Get out
mom
your
with a baby
feelings.
on my hip and broke.
Get out your feelings. That ain't what we
Okay.
said. Now we're discussing it.
Nobody, I guess the thing,
Everybody has an opinion.
nobody's,
Like assholes, they all stink.
nobody's challenging your resilience. We're challenging the argument you said, but I'm not a Christian, but Father, Son, Holy Ghost.
No, I'm a believer. I'm not a Christian. Christian to me is like a religion, and when I think of religion, I think of fake. I think of evil. I think of judge. I don't like religion. I ain't been to church in forever, but I do read my word.
My uncle used to tell me all the time, I'm not a crackhead. I do cocaine. So like you can't straddle the fence in there. I'm a Christian. I'm a believer. You know,
No, in my Bible, see, you just went to church, but you didn't read, apparently. Because in my Bible, it says that I'm not supposed to be religious. He tells me not to do the things that they do. He tells me not to go in the street and try to pray and be all ornate with my big words. He tells me to go in my secret place and pray. He tells me not to pay tithes and offering. The Bible does not tell me to pay no tithes. It tells me to sell what I have and give to the poor. See, you listen to pastors, but they kind of, they hustlers. They just want your money. The Bible says,
Fred's outraged right now.
the Bible says in Corinthians, instead of paying tithes, it never mentions money. It's the interesting part. When it starts to mention money, here's what it says. It says, if you're too far from the storehouse, well, I'm not going to get too deep into the priests and the Levites and the tribes and all that, but if you're too far from the storehouse,
take your time.
it says to sell your wheat and barley and grain and then go and buy a strong drink, is what it says, right? And then it says, enjoy your family.
the Bible.
That's in Corinthians, First Corinthians.
The Bible also.
That's written.
The Bible also
It don't
says.
say bring my 10% in nobody church.
The Bible-
Never.
don't
But the
say-
pastors won't
it don't
tell
say
you
buy
that.
pastor a new
They're going to skip
Cadillac.
over that part, right? They're going to skip over it.
Yeah, he want
They
a
want your
Cadillac.
money.
That's why.
Yeah,
It's tax-free money.
The Bible also says it is better to be thought of as fool than to speak and remove all doubt.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, that's a scripture.
I mean, who's saying who's a fool? Only the Bible also says only a fool has purpose in his heart. There is no God. That's what a fool is. So
I
that's
never
not me.
said that. You said
Hey,
it.
don't make me get maybe get spirited in now. Don't make me catch it now.
I'm just saying, you got a definition of a fool. That'd be your definition, but I'm gonna go with God's definition of a fool. And God's definition of a fool is those who believe there is no God. That's God's definition
I
of a
don't
fool.
think anybody said there wasn't no God.
I mean, so what was your comment?
We're
We're going back to say
I'm proof
Very
is God. I'm
irrelevant.
sitting right
you
here. so
can't
trust
say
me. I'm
Father,
proof of
Son,
that.
Holy Ghost
I'm proof.
without Christian.
No, I'm not a Christian. I'm a believer.
Like Tupac said, I'm living proof of there's a God if you need a reason.
Right. I think we all are. And
Christians like religious. Like you gotta go to church. Like oh, they ain't got none of that.
Dino, you quiet
All
on
you
me
have
over
to
there. What's
do
going on,
is
baby?
be a believer.
You're quiet on it, Dino. You checked out on this one now.
So my brother-in-law,
uh-oh.
he taught me something a long time ago, and I apply it to other things. So when I was single and I didn't have any kids, and my nephew was born, And I was saying, oh, you shouldn't let him do that. You should do this. You can't tell me how to raise my kid. You don't have any kids. So I still to this day don't agree with him on some of those things. I just learned to keep them to myself. So in addition to not telling other folks how to raise their kids, I try not to tell other folks what to believe in. So
Well, I'm gonna take the word from me.
I'm gonna let the
believe in
professionals
Jesus
talk.
Christ. Okay. Believe in the Bible. Apply his. There's a book called it's like the business secrets of the Bible, and I apply all those secrets to my business. And I haven't worked for someone in 7 years. I haven't had a regular 9 to 5 since I was 25 years old. I'm a black single mother, and everybody will want me to believe the world's against me and the odds are not in my favor. That's a lie. It's a privilege.
There it is, lady. That's a lie. We're taking a break on that.
I think you're blessed with a gift that everybody doesn't have. And that's
Praise the Lord. Praise him.
Amen.
And we're back. We was having church here a little bit now. We getting it right now. Back to the election, though, fellas. When is the elections and where can people go to vote or when can they vote? Whatever, Obviously, you want them to vote for y'all.
next week, Thursday, early voting, early one-stop voting. You can register to vote and vote. April 28th is next Thursday through May 14th is early voting, and then the actual primary is May 17th. Our general election for city council will be in July.
Okay.
so
When is it? When's the primaries?
28th through April 28th through May 14th.
April 28th.
Yep.
So you have any debates or anything coming up?
Just
Or
some
anything
candidate forums.
between now and then, or city
Candidate
council
forums.
meetings? Or
You got candidate forums. I'm not
what's
really.
that? What's the candidate for?
So what a candidate forum is, they'll bring all the candidates out and they'll ask each candidate a certain question. You have a moderator and they'll give a certain question and then everybody has to split their answer.
So what made y'all decide to run the state council? I know both of y'all. You do real estate. You got your T-shirt and whatever, all types of other. You do everything.
We're all in real estate.
So, but you ain't running. No, watch out. I'm talking about that. Yeah, you can. You still be safe. Be safe. Oh yeah. So what made y'all decide to run though? Since y'all had your own thing going.
Well, my
obviously?
first brush, I guess, with local government was early on in real estate with rezoning cases, but I still didn't really know, how city government worked. And then, city government the city has about 24 or more boards and commissions. So pretty much every department of the city that spends money has an advisory board made up of volunteer citizens. So about 4 years ago, I was appointed to the Stormwater Advisory Board. So I got to work with the city Stormwater Department. I actually met Elle there.
That is where I met you.
The engineering department, stormwater department, other departments of the city. You get to speak with the city attorney or the assistant city attorneys, and assistant city managers are at those meetings. Served on the UDO task force, which UDO is the Uniform Development Ordinance. It's our development standards for the city of Fayetteville. Anything that gets built or redeveloped has to follow those new standards. So the more you get involved, the more you either like the rules or don't. And to me, it's addictive when I get into something, real estate, restaurant business, making money, getting involved with the city. You want more. So you look at these other committees, you're like, well, I want to serve on that committee and that committee. And they'll tell you, well, you can only serve on one committee at a time. And if you want to do more, you run for office. So we are.
There you are. What was your reasoning, Mr. Keys?
City
Councilman Keys, when speaking to existence.
I appreciate that. We speak things in there. You know that's a Christian principle, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Speaking things into existence.
It is. Well, I'm going to lose that then.
Yeah.
That's 86 that's out the door. It's the last time you heard it.
No.
But now I'm
It's laws of attraction.
Yeah,
I'm
but no
giving you a hard time.
doubt.
There was a problem.
I was raised Christian now. This is something I decided after I got older.
I love Jesus.
I got a little more information.
I do. He loved me too.
So-
We all love Jesus.
Okay, great.
The reason I'm running is because there was a problem and I have the ability to fix the problem. My skill set, put it as a businessman,
Skill set, go ahead.
as a problem solver, it puts me in a situation where when I saw the things on city council, I say this all the time when I talk about city council. People can say, oh, they did so bad, they did this. So I don't think city council did a horrible job. I think we had a 6'1" guy trying to play center and a 7' guy, 265.
That wasn't Kevin Durant.
That was trying to play. Kevin is 220, 210 max.
Okay.
So if you have great players, if I have this point guard with amazing speed, but I put him at the 5, I'm really moving him out of his position, and I'm setting him up for failure. And I think that many of the city council members are
old and outdated.
I wouldn't say old and outdated. I think you have people with great abilities that are out of position, and so you need somebody to come in to bring that unity back in there, so where we work and we can agree to disagree. Me and Dino are not always going to see eye to eye. But I respect him. I respect him as a man. I respect his culture. I respect the things that he stands for, the commercial realtor he is, the father he is, the husband he is. And so me and Dino can disagree, but I respect him as a man. And I know what he'll bring to the table. And so when the paper could say, well, Mr. Keys, you and Mr. Councilman Hondros didn't see eye to eye. I said, I love that guy, and we're going to work through this because we're two brilliant people trying to get to a common goal to make Fayetteville an amazing place for its citizens. And one small hiccup doesn't mean that, but this council has really, one small hiccup has become the flu or COVID in those situations. And so we got to get back to business on council. We really have to get back. We have to get back to the money. Where's the money? How do we get the money in the hands? How do we get the resources in the hands of the people that need it? You know, we sit around arguing, and
I need it. Please get the money in my
example.
I need it too. Please.
Put it in my hand.
So Jesse, I want to expound on something you said about,
I like that,
and I don't think necessarily it applies to city council, but you're talking about older generation, older folks in politics. So if you look at politics on a national level, we have senators, we have the presidents that are 60 and 70-year-old. What do they really have in common with us? Because most of them have lived their life. They're not living it now.
Just like the Congress now, you got the people that have been in that job for 60 years.
Right.
50 years and stuff. These people that still have these old mindsets, they still stuck in their ways. Yes, like Biden, who was on the front page of the paper when schools got segregated, said he don't want his kids to go to school with monkeys. Right. Yes.
So
the president they voted for.
The same one that 92% of black people voted for?
Yes, the one that gave the eulogy at the KKK funeral, the head of the KKK's funeral. You can look it on YouTube.
So to your point, I'm for term limits. You know, that will get that turnover. But
yeah, that definitely needs to be changed.
Further than that, you just don't have to vote those same people in all the time. But
that's for sure
to
too.
Councilman Keyes' point, you know, you have to be able to work together. You have to be able to agree to disagree. And everything he said was true. You know, no two human beings, no two humans of us in this room right now are going to agree on everything 100% of the time. But there's and that's good, right? Because that gets us out of our comfort zone. And when we get out of our comfort zone, that's how we grow.
It makes you think.
Right. Yeah. So you can provide a logical argument for something that at the end of the day I still might disagree with. But if it's logical and it's respectful, I'll respect that. And it could get me thinking into something else so that we're not, if we surround ourselves with people that think like us all the time, we're not going to learn anything because all it is an echo chamber at that point.
Exactly.
So if we want our city to grow, and this is another thing, you know, talking about the infighting on council, because I think they're all bright people. But if you look at the meetings, and all the meetings are televised, you can go live now, they're in person, you can see them. Some, not all, some of the council members aren't informed. They haven't read their packet. So they spend a third of the meeting trying to figure out what's going on. Then they spend another third of the meeting arguing with each other. So it only leaves a third of the meeting to get the business
done. Can I
done.
say something?
Sure.
Okay, I just got to say something.
Well, it's not my show.
I know you have to be all politically correct, but I don't. They don't know. They're not informed. They're not equipped, or not, to me, they have no merit to be there. If you're running a district, right, but you've never ran a payroll, right, you've never had to sacrifice for your company to thrive, you've never had to sit there and figure out, okay, how I'm going to make this happen, how I'm going to pay this person, how I'm going to put food on this person's table, and then care about them more than yourself, you care about the business eating more than you eat, I don't think you should be my representative. If you've never had to deal with that, if you don't know how to navigate through that, if you don't know how to make revenue, why are you my leader?
Well, and I'm very pro-business, so I agree with a lot of that. I think I said earlier in the show that I want to be, I believe in government for we the people, by we the people, and I want to be that conduit. And that's for business, that's for individuals. If an individual, a citizen, needs something, whatever that is, if there's a city service that provides it, as a sitting council member, as a representative, I want to hook that citizen up with whatever department they need to be in so they can solve their problem. Same thing with business. If a business owner comes and they have a problem, hey, you need to talk to this guy in zoning, or you need to talk to this guy in planning, we need to talk to this guy in permitting, and let's get it. Don't tell me why. This is my frustration and aggravation with staff sometimes. Don't tell me why we can't do something.
Get it
Help
done.
me figure out how to get it done.
Yeah.
You know, I very much get aggravated, even in the public sector, when people are like, "No, we can't do that." What do you mean we can't do that?
Do you know what we have in the city?
What's that?
The staff of the city of Fayetteville are subject matter experts. We have an amazing, I'm talking about from Parks and Recreation, zoning, all the subject matter experts. But you can't pin their arm behind their back with municipal leaders that don't understand and respect the fact that they are subject matter experts. When these people sit down, I've watched the meetings, you have staff members of the city of Fayetteville to sit down and says, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I have been doing this for 20 years. I have this degree in engineering. This is what we need to do. And you still have council to challenge that. And we're looking at like, what are you doing? Like what? If a plumber comes to your house and says, this is what's wrong, you listen to him so you don't have feces everywhere. What has happened is that in the city council is that they're not trusting the mind of these subject matter experts to execute, and they're pigeonholing them or putting them back or moving them aside. And so what we need to do, one, I need you people to get out there and vote.
Gotta vote.
Please.
The responsibility is on the citizens. You have to go vote.
Let me stop you right there, because people complain about stuff and they don't get out and vote, just like jury duty. We complain about how ain't nothing else on the jury, how he didn't get a fair
He ain't
shake.
trying to go.
But when we get jury duty, we don't go. We get out of it anywhere we can. And then we wonder why ain't nothing else in the jury. And I'm talking about black people. That's why I say us.
Yeah,
we direct on Straight No Chase.
We don't want to go tell nobody.
So you gotta go. You gotta go for us to be in the jury box. You gotta go to jury duty.
And I'll take it a step further. Yes, research your district and your mayoral candidates, vote. Further than that, these 24 boards and commissions, go fill out an application, fill out and serve. Because if you vote, you're voting once a year. You serve on this committee, you're voting every meeting day.
Mm. Yeah.
And if you don't volunteer your time to go and be on that board, someone else is. And that's the voice that's going to get heard,
Exactly.
not yours. So if you really if you love the city, which I believe most of the citizens of Fayetteville do,
2-6 and
get active and get involved and let your voice be heard.
I'm at the hood, but the hood got to stay. So, Corinne, for those people who out here say you just a t-shirt man,
Right.
what do you got to say to that?
That's actually true. You know, that's my cash cow. That is my foundation. I'm a screen printer. You know, I love the smell of that ink as it comes out the bucket.
Does something
I mean, it
Smells like money, doesn't it?
I don't think it's not the money. For me, I enjoy. See, my job is very, very, very connected to the community. Cause see, I get to do family reunions. So grandmama's celebrating 85. And then I get to do the memorials when his birthday is 2001. See, I'm the guy that's sitting there that when the mother's tears hit my counter because she's seeing her baby on this shirt, and we are the last memorial piece of
You made the
preference.
t-shirts for me when my kid's father died.
And so we pride ourselves on that.
Right.
But when you're there, that when somebody says you're just a t-shirt man, like, I'm connected to everybody.
But I'm just saying, that's the narrative. So we're going to address that. We're Straight No Chase.
And I love what I'm saying is that as I have had other entrepreneurial experiences of hustle and having a good time, I love my career. I love walking in and hitting the air on and that machine moving. I love the 325 degree temperature that's on my shirts as they coming off. I love the plastisol ink combining with the cotton in the shirt to form in it. This way when I move it, the ink doesn't come off.
Talk about the motivation it takes to be a small business owner. Talk about how you're your own cheerleader, how you're your own finance guy, how you have to get up and make it happen.
I had one motivation.
Yeah.
I was hungry. Shit.
Me too.
I had my sisters. My family situation wasn't that, and minimum wage back then was $4.25. It just didn't, and so you had to hustle, and so that desperation creates innovation.
Right.
You have to love what you do. And I was kidding with the ink or the paint spilling like money, but when I was in the restaurant business,
Was that a joke?
You get satisfaction. Absolutely,
Okay.
You get satisfaction from. Obviously, we all got bills to pay, so we all got to work to get that money to pay the rent. But in the restaurant business, I used to work mostly in the kitchen. I waited tables too, but peak hour, you get 30 tickets,
Yeah,
50
you got
tickets.
you waiting table. You got
I was a waiter. I was a waitress before.
you got the fold,
When
wrap
you're-
up the potatoes. You was doing everything.
When you get that rush out, and then you take a 2-minute break, and you go out and you look in the dining room, everybody's eating, they're having a good time. That's instant gratification.
Yeah.
You know what I do now in real estate? Yeah, if I lease a building or sell a building, I get a commission check, and I go deposit in the bank. Yes, of course, that's a positive feeling.
Oh, yeah.
But I get my satisfaction from helping a small business owner find a place he needs, whether he's buying a place, buying a piece of dirt, leasing a place to start his business. And then I get even more satisfaction when they send me their friend, their partner, their cousin, or they come to me in 3 years when their lease is up and like, Dino, now I need to buy something.
Can I
Yeah.
ask something? So that means if you were on council, you would get satisfaction in connecting people with the resources, making
Helping
sure people were able to buy their homes, making sure that we monitored how the property taxes are, making sure that when a business owner comes in and says, I'm trying to build, but the zoning is off and the permits are off, can you please help me? That means you're going to return their calls and do the stuff that you do every day.
Exactly. So 2 things about that. One, we were talking about staff earlier, going back to a previous conversation, and I do agree our staff is good, but I separate, some people say from the new hire all the way up to the city manager, they consider that city staff. I break it down from the new hire to the department manager. From the director level up, I consider that upper management. So I think the staff is excellent experts in what they do. One thing that's wrong, or one thing that we have an opportunity to improve, is morale. A lot of city staff in different departments have a low morale, and when you have low morale, attitude reflects leadership. Right?
Absolutely.
So you got to look at the
Absolutely.
leadership. I'm not saying it's the leadership's fault. I'm saying leadership has some
When is it
questions.
not the leadership's fault?
Well, they have some questions to answer, so we can determine whose fault it is.
Nobody interviews the backup quarterback when Tom Brady loses the Super Bowl. You
Right.
interview Tom Brady.
Right.
Let me ask you this question. If the deal is wrong and you're the realtor, they're calling you.
You know
Right.
we get blamed.
Whoa, wait a minute. If the shirt says family reunion, they're calling me.
Family what?
Family reunion.
Reunion.
Okay.
That is something we say in screen printing, that where you can really get that mixed up for the reunion. It's real. You can, if you're typing fast, it can go bad. Family reunion. And so,
Better make one and check it out. Huh?
right.
We're onions. No, I'm just kidding. That's so funny.
Well, so second part of what I was going to say, the staff down there, whether it's permitting, whatever department, a citizen needs help or business owner needs help, it shouldn't be this wall. It should be a conduit.
Mm-hmm.
We should be facilitating getting the people the services they need, not forming a wall and making
Can I say something?
people have
I'm dying.
hoops to
say
jump through.
something. Okay, so that's one reason why you stood out to me, because this guy's like a big deal, right, in commercial real estate. He's not like, someone's new, just trying. Like he's new, he's true to this, right? And when I got my first commercial listing, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I know I could sell it, but I didn't know all the ramifications. And so I called Dino, because I remember he was so nice the last time I spoke with him. I'm like, Dino, I need help. And he was just so giving. Like, here's what you do. Here's what I think it's going to be worth. And sometimes it's hard to find that, especially in a cutthroat industry like how I'm in. And he did, and I'm no one. Like, I'm just L. And he was like, this is how you do it, and this is where I think it's going to be. Although I didn't listen, and you were right. But I just thought that was so selfless.
It goes back to collaboration, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm confident in when I was a cook, I was confident in my abilities. So I don't
Damn,
mind.
you was a cook too?
Yeah, I worked in restaurants for 20 years. I did
Damn,
everything.
you know
with
how to
restaurants.
I see.
Of course I know how to cook. So
That means a
I
cook.
didn't
You
mind.
gotta cook food.
I didn't mind showing the next person, the new hire, training him and teaching him my secrets, because you're not taking my job.
Right.
So same thing in real estate. I don't mind helping people because my clients are going to be true to me if I treat them right. If not, then that's my fault. I got to look at me. But the satisfaction will come with us helping.
And here's why. I tell it, and you've seen me do this. I will walk you through my shop, and I tell them, take pictures.
Yeah.
Go over here, look at the model number. This is my piece of equipment. This is what you do. Every kid that comes in that wants to open a clothing line, this is what you need to do. I'm 22 years
Mentoring.
in.
Mm-hmm. We're building relationships.
Right. This is it. And this is honestly how I feel. At 22 years in, if this kid comes in, fired up, makes $1 million, $2-3 million in a year, I want to find out what he did.
Right.
Because now you're on the backside of it. That guy gave me opportunity, and I took the idea to the next level. And so the idea is you want to plant these seeds, and you never know how the world brings you back around to that apple tree.
That's true.
So that's why, like, entrepreneurs and business owners in this type of setting, like on city council, because I know that even if they didn't agree, they both respect each other enough and each other's expertise enough where they're going to say, okay, we're going to agree to disagree. But how do we make this work? How do we make this fit for both people? Because they're both in industries where they have to make shit work.
And that's the difference too. So in your real estate business, small business, you're the boss. It's your way. In your t-shirt business, you're the CEO. Your way. In the city, Fayetteville's my hometown. I was born and raised here. I was born in Cape Fear Valley Hospital, but it's not my city. It's our city. Mm-hmm. So it's not just what I think is best. What do we want as a city? How do we make Fayetteville better? Is that an aquarium? Is that
absolutely? I love the aquarium.
Yeah, me too. Every time we visit a city that has an aquarium, we always go.
Me? I can't like fish.
I mean, I still see you as an aquarium guy.
Yeah, I like fish.
Is that a modern arts facility?
Yeah,
is
I like
we got a minor league baseball stadium? Is that a minor league football or soccer stadium? Whatever we want, we can get it, and then we just have to figure out how. Do we want a river walk? Do we want?
Yes.
Whatever we want, we can make it happen. I tell my 10-year-old son every day, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So if we think we can have a river walk, we can have one.
Hey, we just got to do
say
it.
that again for the people in the back. You telling your 10-year-old, say that. You got to say that again. That was heavy.
Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Hey, well, there it is, yo. We're going to take a break on that. And we're back with my man Von 2 times. He was talking about his man, Buck talking about Von X. I guess he ain't up with 2 times. We got Flex Buck on the scene too.
Back, man. Y'all know me.
You got Key Weston came in the building. Radio personality, working for the Woodpeckers also. Shout out to the Woodpeckers. My man Chef Nora in the building.
And he can hoop.
You know it.
Oh yeah. City jersey, baby. It's a Woodpeckers jersey. Can I get it on me?
Shout out to the home team.
I say, can I get it on me?
Hold on.
All right. Be patient. I'll hold. All right, and bam, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, well, shout out to the Woodpeckers. So we got a great team here. If you didn't know, we got a team right downtown Hay Street, Segra Stadium. Fayetteville Woodpeckers, man. There's a lot of exciting things going on down there. I recently just caught a couple games. Hey,
Stadium too.
you never know. You might see the Innovator there. Hey, so check it out. You know what I mean? So
Innovator need that sponsorship. For
you
real.
already, you see, I'm trying hard for it now. I'm trying. I mean, glistening and everything. I've been trying to get it now. Hey, I'm putting the sweat in. They say you pay first in preparation. I'm paying for it now.
Oh baby.
Let me get it.
Sweat equity, baby.
Hey.
Sweat equity.
So Key West, what's going on? What's new with you? I always like to do the ladies first here on Straight No Chase. So what's going on with you? We all about the ladies.
Hey, Key. Hey, girl. Nothing. Still doing my radio thing. Still in school. Still in college. Just started doing promotion for the Woodpeckers. So, yeah.
Okay, how you enjoying that?
I love it. It's a fun job. Doesn't even feel like I'm working.
Damn.
Okay.
Fun.
The games be lit. I
Yeah,
see
great
that.
environment. Great people.
I enjoyed it. Food was good. I had
great
I had
food,
Philly
too.
cheesesteak. It was about $13 now. But
Yeah, I got a Philly cheesesteak.
But it was
nachos.
slapping.
Yeah,
I say, but it's going to
It was about 13 now, but it was good now.
Probably should have him a 20, but like, where my change?
Well, they got the prices up there for you now, so you know what it is. But it was just like, damn,
Yeah.
I am hungry. So one of them type things, but So Nora, what's up with you? What you got going on?
Same old basketball. Got this celebrity game, trying to get that right for the third quarter of this year.
When you gonna do that one?
What's up?
Probably September, for real. You know.
Man, come on, man. Man.
I definitely got to get with you and Buck again about that.
I was about to say, I ain't heard nothing. I hosted the last one. I thought I did a good job.
No, you did. You definitely.
I thought I did.
Better than anticipated.
Actually, the last 2 I hosted. Actually, if you were really technical about it. So Ball is Life. Shout out to the Ball is Life crew.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? You never know where you might see the Innovator at, baby. You never know.
And you know that one went viral a couple
And if you're trying to book me, hit me. Straight No Chase page. Jesse Mitchell on Facebook. Hey, book me. I'm coming to a city near you.
The shirts is out there, boy. They definitely came down here and did some good work for
So you
me.
got the celebrity game. What else? Now talk to me.
Yep, and you helped me get that thing viral too. Cause
no
my boy, everybody the layup, he was old as ass.
Yeah.
Look at, and he a million for life for that. I love him to death. But
Shout out to you, man. What you say? What you say his nickname is?
the Young Sleeves.
The Young Sleeves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to the Young Sleeves. Yeah.
real.
My producer supposed to have a swivel cam on him, but he's doing some other things right now, so we ain't swiveling to him right now.
It's crazy. We're gonna have to take that out of his check, but we good. So, I mean, after that, I got the hookah lounge I'm trying to get open up by the end of this year too.
Ooh, turn
You
the
in this
city
hoop?
up.
I'll be there.
In Lumberton.
What? In Lumberton?
okay.
Cause the market. So, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little bit.
Out there with the
little bit-
engines.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna give you a little bit of insight. So the market, there's nobody down there has a hookah lounge. Y'all got Lumberton, Pembroke, St. Paul's.
What about that one club, Telepanasa?
Oh, the El Tanapa.
Tanapa.
They
You
shut
ever-
it down. I've
You ever
there.
been in there when the Indians started doing the call?
It used to be
Yes,
the joint.
I-
El Tanapa used to be deep though.
Yeah, it was.
It used to be the heat.
They got this little place down there. It's called the Dilios. It's very small. And they had by the border. What's the name of that club, Sleeves? The one people got shot at. Anyway, it got shut down.
Want to go there now? Let's
That
go.
sounds like a great time.
Let's go. We're gonna be some.
But yeah, it's like they only really got one spot that everybody's familiar with, but it's not even a hookah lounge.
You might lose an organ, but you come on out and have a good time.
Have
I
fun.
promise it's gonna get ratchet in there one way or another. But yeah, and especially UNC Pembroke. You know I gotta keep to the gym there and everything, and I'm very
We didn't know
involved
that, but we
in
know now. You got access to the gym, huh?
Yeah.
How you got access? How you got gym access? What's going on? You coaching or something? What you doing?
With the Coach Ben, when he was out there, shout out Coach Ben.
You playing out there?
Nah, I got offered out there a long time ago when I was like in middle school. So
Nigga offer in middle school.
is that, it's D2.
That's
I mean, it wasn't.
Damn, nigga, you LeBron James? Look at you. God damn, middle school. Shit.
I went to all the like summer camps, all the little elite camps that they had every single year since I was like
Oh, so
11.
okay. Familiarity.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every time I go out there, you know, I was showing out, and I had a whole bunch of little.
I love
crazy
Lumberton.
ones. Exactly. So Lumberton's always.
Is that where you from?
Yeah,
Lumberton?
Lumberton.
Okay.
So I stay in
Alright.
Fayetteville. That's why I'm connected like that. So I moved back to Lumberton.
Trying to get back to the hometown. I got okay. I can dig it. I can dig it.
And got that coming in that market just for off UCP. I know I make a good residual. So I mean that celebrity game. I got a couple Ballers Life events that I got planned coming up.
See, you got your followers. How many followers you right now?
24, 25.
24? Yeah, I didn't pay
25,000, not 25.
Right,
People
right.
like that.
No.
Yeah, I didn't pass you. We ain't gonna get into
Definitely
that.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
just to get them numbers.
We ain't gonna get
man.
into hey.
Oh yeah, got that YouTube.
It's happening, baby.
Monetization.
It's happening, baby.
We got that monetization right. I'm trying to get
It's
on that.
happening.
For real, for real.
Appreciate that, my brother.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what's happening. All the ass just left to say. I don't know what's going on. But
Well,
maybe
it's a fool.
she had something she had to do. But anyway, my man, 2Time, what's going on? You say you a rapper? You do music?
Yeah,
what's
man,
that?
I do everything. Rap, sing, whatever they pay me, man.
Okay, how long you been doing music?
Seriously, 3 years.
3 years. How old are you?
I'll be 25 this year.
Okay.
October, I'll be 25.
What made you decide to do music? I mean, since you're just not getting into it, ain't something that most cats be like, yeah, I came out the womb spit.
Some.
I've been doing it my whole life. You know what I mean?
Nah, really, like, my big brother really pushed me to, like, start rapping. Because he was rapping first, Free Chaos, you feel me? He booked, you feel me? But he really pushed me to start rapping.
He's booked.
Yeah, he locked right now.
Oh, that's what that means?
Remember the guy that
Yeah.
remember,
Hey, when I said book me, I ain't mean that now.
Nah,
remember the
yeah.
last guy came in with Danger when he did the mid school?
Yeah. Danger locked up?
No,
Nah.
remember he said
Oh.
all those artists that was locked up.
Yeah.
He said Free Chaos. That was one of
Free
the
Chaos.
guys.
Oh, that's your brother?
Sal, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
my big brother.
okay.
Chaos, my big brother.
No doubt. He raps too.
Yeah.
And that's what got you in the rap.
Pretty much.
Okay. And you're blind, legally blind.
Legal.
So what does that mean? Let's explore that a little bit. Legally blind. Does that mean you can't see or
I'm gonna tell you like I did like the last dude I did an interview with. I can't see you. This is my first time meeting you. I don't know what you look like. You feel me? I don't know.
you missing the treat? I'm telling you.
Like
I'm just saying.
This nigga is.
Just saying.
See what?
They say I'm pretty. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. But nah, I'm messing with you. So let's explore that. Like, how'd you go blind? How'd you lose your sight?
I had a BP shunt that kept fluid like off my brain. It broke. I had that surgery when I was like 6 weeks old, like a baby jit. And it ain't give me no problems till I was 24 years old. My last birthday last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it broke inside my neck. It go from inside, like the back of my head, the inside of my neck right here, all the way down, like in my belly button to my chest in the middle. I got a crazy scar right here. And it broke inside of my neck, caused a lot of fluid, pressure build up, and it went to my eyes. It burnt my optic nerve out. I was late. Should have been when I had some charges pending. I ain't, You feel me? I ain't trying to get locked up. I never went to the hospital. Wish I probably
Was it
did.
hurting?
Nah, it won't hurt. Only thing I was hurt one side of my head where the BP shunt was at. Like literally, like one side of my head was hurting. I'm popping ibuprofen. I mean, I ran through like a whole thing of ibuprofen in like 2 days, no cap. I knew something was wrong. Yeah. But I ain't, like I said, charges. I ain't trying to get booked right then.
Yeah, that usually does deter a lot of people from getting assistance and help. I tell you that.
Hell yeah.
So how have you been adapting to functioning without your sight? That's a big loss, brother. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's all good. Everything good. Like I've been adapting. Like I don't know. I feel like I've been doing more, to be honest, since November 16th last year. That's when I got pronounced legally blind. I feel like I've been doing more, like I'm networking, like meeting more people, like that I need to be meeting, like everything music wise that I need to be doing. I feel like I've been doing it more now than ever.
So you feel like it helps your music more than it does like take away from it?
Yeah, for sure.
That's so sad. Legally blind.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
I'm about right there too.
He literally went to the booth right after
I'm
he
about right
heard.
there too. I can't see without correction.
never
Right after he heard you, right after he heard.
Right after he heard he was blind, went straight to the booth.
He couldn't see, he was blind, he had to hear.
I went.
I'm just asking.
I can't.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking, B.
Yeah, boy.
So how's the adjustment been? Because
That's what I'm getting at.
I've been good. Like everything been, like I said, 10 times better. Like my gang, we been extra tight. Like we was already super locked in. We super locked in. Like everybody that I be around adapting. Like even they lifestyles, they adapting. Like they put a lot of stuff on hold just for me. You know what I'm saying? And I respect everybody that is adapting. Like
So you get,
just because of me.
You talking about your team, you mean?
Yeah, my
Okay.
team, my gang. You know what I'm saying? My
So who
camp.
are you? You got a producer, you got somebody make your beats, you got a manager, what you got?
I got all that. I got producers.
Streams going
Shout
down
out
on
Ill
Apple.
Will.
Where the music at? Apple Podcast? I mean Apple Music?
Anywhere you can, iHeartRadio,
All streaming
YouTube,
platforms.
all streaming platforms that you can type my name, Von, 2 times.
Selma.
Yeah,
So,
Anything else I feel you?
I always wanted to be a rapper.
it's all right.
I always wanted to be a rapper.
I got it.
don't they all? You got any music out?
Yeah, I got.
I mean, so you got an album out?
I got albums. Yes,
How many albums? You say you've been rapping 3 years. How many albums you got?
What's your rap name?
Von 2
Von
times.
2 times.
If you can
Apple
compare
Music.
yourself to anyone today, who would it be? Like you were similar like that.
You talking about as far as like the rapping? Nobody.
No cap rap.
Nobody can compare themselves to me, and I can't compare myself.
Who's
to
your
nobody.
favorite rapper?
So you better than Blind
I
Fury?
don't got no favorite rapper. I'm not even my own favorite rapper. Like, I don't got no favorite rapper.
Ep.51.
I don't really got no. Yeah, I don't really got no
Ask me
favorite
what my
rapper.
favorite rapper is.
Who's your favorite rapper?
I like Lil Wayne.
Oh,
I think he's like the best. I like Young Dolph. I think he's like the best. And well, shit, that's about it.
Wayne
That was in quick. So you had a track for us you want to do? Or you want the freestyle? You gonna rap? What you got for
You was gonna rap over that track that we sent. For sure.
it? Are we ready?
oh, hey, Slee, sing your track too for sure.
It's gonna be a real
Newest
freestyle.
album out right now, man. Blind to the Fact. He just dropped it.
Do we have that track to
This year.
queue up, or is that not
I'm about
happening?
to play my
Blind to the
first
Fat, I like
my
that.
first video I shot off the album.
It's not happening.
It's called Bottom Line. The album called Blind to the Fact. This track
Oh,
called
it's
Bottom Line.
No, we don't have it queued up.
You blind to the fact.
My first video I shot being blind. All that like.
So we need him just freestyle without the beat? Or?
Nah, you could play the song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
you
got
got
the song.
I got
Bro got the
songs
song.
on my
Oh, you're not gonna rap, it's just the actual song.
Yes, he got the actual song, master version on this phone.
Oh well, yeah, we'll my producer edit that in later. We ain't gonna take time.
Do you like singing or rapping better? Do you like singing or rapping better?
Rapping for sure. I mean, I just like making music.
So
Period.
you're like the rap Ray Charles.
So you're an artist.
No, see,
I'm an artist. I'm a worldwide recording artist. Actually,
She did. We're gonna let that slide. We're gonna speed past
Cumberland
that.
County Stevie Wonder.
We're not
I
even
feel
gonna
like I
address
take
that.
away from myself and I just say I'm artist.
Yeah.
I'm a worldwide national recording artist. Like literally, like everything is accounted for now. Fuck SoundCloud. We talking about being my chicks. We talking about
Asshole move.
like
I'm not an asshole.
all that sound skin. I got a distribution deal with Empire. You feel me? Shout out Gazi, shout out Wally.
Okay.
My people at
You got a deal with Empire.
I got a distribution deal with Empire.
Oh shit, now.
Yeah.
Getting that paper.
Might
Okay.
not sound much, but you feel me? Step further.
You said it might not sound like much.
Yeah.
That's a lot. What are you talking about? That's a lot of rappers ain't on distribution deal.
No, it's just distribution. You know
It's a deal.
Ain't no money on the table, but
Did you say-
I
did you
just
say-
take it for what it's.
Did you sign a contract? Did you sign paperwork?
My manager handled all that.
Well, first of all, you need to change that. First of all, and you need to get more. You need to get more involved in that.
I'm involved. I got
But-
my people on it. It's not just me. Just
Okay, now.
it's my like I said. I got a whole.
You get somebody you can trust that can see.
Yeah, for sure.
They know they going on mama. Yeah, get mama. Get mama.
Mama on it. Okay, we good.
Yeah. It ain't just me though.
Mama
Like I
gonna take
said,
care of you
it's
now.
like
She getting her cut, but mama gonna take care of you now.
Yeah. It ain't just me though. It's my game.
Oh, my mama getting her cut, but she ain't now.
And she
Mama getting hers.
And she deserve it. Without her, there's
And mama ain't asking either.
Yeah.
Mama taking
She
hers.
taking it.
And what? And what you gonna say? It's mama. What you gonna say?
Okay.
Be mad? Okay. And she know that. All right.
You got it.
Get out my face.
Well, I owe you that. I owe you that.
Yeah. Now, act tough if you want to.
Past year been real crazy for him. Like before he actually went blind, I can honestly say they had a movement of them the guy I brought here last time, Danger 93, Chaos, and him. Man, I'm talking about the shows is crazy. The support they get. You know what I'm saying? Most time you go to a person's show, you show up, there's maybe like 20, 30 people in there. They got 200 people. They bringing 60
Where these be at?
people that just
sound like
with
ticket
them.
sales.
We creeping on the
Just
million.
with
We
them.
creeping
It's
on the
60
million
people
views.
coming with them.
No like
Not a hard
promo,
county.
no nothing. We creeping on the million views on their YouTube page. And like as far as everything we done
Y'all
dropped,
monetized on YouTube already?
everything. Man.
How many
The only thing
subscribers?
is just-
Everything
you went
already
blind,
taken
so when
care
you went
of.
blind,
Like,
you didn't
my
know.
big brother got like I said, my big brother started his rap joint. Like he got booked, I went blind. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we was kind of like the
The only
face.
one out was 93.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you mentally deal with that?
He went straight to the booth. That's what I'm trying
I
to
dealt
tell you.
with it as
He
it
went
came,
straight
like-
to the booth.
I dealt with it
Fucking deal
70.
with
I
it.
felt different move after like every 72 hours. I felt different. Like 3 hours, I sit like 3 days. I sit in the house like fuck. I'm just sitting in the house. 3 days later, like fuck it. I'm gonna go to the block. Like I was really outside. Like after I got pronounced blind, like really outside still.
When they
like,
pronounce you blind, does that mean you can't see
Like
at all?
100%.
I can't see it all.
He cannot see.
Man,
Man,
I don't
went
know
through
what
that
y'all
when we was in
ladies
the
look like.
bathroom.
I know it's two of y'all, but I don't know what y'all look like.
I have an astigmatism, and I know what that feels like because I can't see either when I drive. Like if I don't have like glasses on,
I can't even drive.
This bitch legally
I got astigmatism, 10%,
if I don't have my glasses or corrected vision, I can't drive at night.
especially the jump.
You can at least see color.
You can't drive at all.
I
I don't give a damn what it is.
I got whips. I got whips
got big
still,
whips. and can't
but
drive 'em.
Sitting in
I
the yard.
can't drive them. Like
So you don't even know what a
Foreign, I
girl looks
can't
like if
drive.
she's fine or
She
not.
doesn't know.
Nah, I can tell by the wrist.
Tesla. Trade them all in. Get you some Tesla.
That's what Ray Charles
I can
said.
tell by the wrist.
Not the wrist. He did the wrist
real.
trick.
That's real.
Am I fine?
Yeah, let me know. Let me know.
Touch my wrist.
He can't see your wrist, fool. You waving in the face.
She in front of
touch
you.
my
She in
dick.
front of you. Yeah.
I want to see.
You straight.
Tell him let you squeeze a butt. Then you know.
So I'm not fine because my wrist's a little fat, huh?
No, he
Nah,
said
you straight.
It's
That's
a little extra meat
I
on
feel
it.
the one with the rollie on it. Am I fine now?
That feeling rolling, God.
I don't know if that's
Right my class at.
Let me get to these topics. Okay, I got a couple topics we can get into. First, we're gonna talk about this bride who did the $500 wedding.
damn right.
Y'all hear about that?
Oh yes.
Banging.
She paid $47 for a dress.
Everybody paid for their food.
She had the actual ceremony outside off the freeway. They set up chairs out there off the highway and they had it right out there.
That's air conditioning.
And she made everybody pay for their food.
Yep.
And everybody still showed up.
If I was
Yeah.
a man, I would marry
She
her.
said they understood and they understood whatever. So you said you wouldn't have went. If you had to pay for your own stuff, you wouldn't
No,
have went.
I was just saying a lot of people don't show up when you can set something up. Food be paid for. People still
Right.
don't fucking show up.
Yeah, and waste your money.
Apparently her friends, they came on through.
Damn, she got real
You don't
friends.
want to get married like that on some
Yeah.
highway though, bro. Like
That's like
I don't think that's
It was nice.
That's a dream.
It was off like a cliff though. It was nice. It was nice. How
she
she set
said
it up?
$500.
500.
Her dress was under 50.
Before we get to them type of sleeves.
You know what? I don't
introductions
think
for
I would mind
sleeves.
dating a black man. Like I think I'd like that.
Where you
What
go?
a
Hey, you can't see no other bitch but me.
You don't even we can't see no other bitch but me.
Love it.
Love it.
If what now? What y'all say?
It was a girl code thing.
Yeah, I missed that. Yeah, that flew by.
There you go, right there.
Oh, there you go, Sleeves.
Yeah, we got your introduction, man. What you doing?
You subbing, come in right here, man.
Yeah, let him sub in right quick.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Yeah, my boy, he done came from Wilmington. Nah, ain't no nah. Come on, fool.
Oh, come on to the set, then.
Come on, fool.
We bring you on now. Come on.
Come on.
You got to.
Nah, Sleeves, come on.
But knock the camera and everything. Come on, sit down, Sleeves.
Sleeves, come on. Stop being humble.
He's giving body, yada, 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 yada.
Cause he got some shit. He got
He's giving you
some shit
body.
for real.
He's giving me body.
We're still live. You can sit down,
Now
bro.
sit down.
He said no. He said you can have sit down. He good. He didn't got his time. Go and sit down now. Let's see what you got going on. What's up with you? Talk to me. What you got going on, brother?
Let's talk about that deal, the Sony deal first. What you was on.
What?
Start from there. Start from Envy Days.
I don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying?
You can cool as like.
We have the same
Ice
Rolex.
Cube.
Do we? Let's start there. Well, no, yours is bigger. Okay.
Show them the brand. Sleeves, brand it out.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I like
brand it
the
out.
bezel around. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Where'd you get yours from?
I got it from Jersey.
I got it from
Garden
Miami.
State. I'm originally from Jersey too. Garden
originally
State
from Florida.
Yeah.
I like it. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. A nice
Show them the
little
brand
store in
first. Cause it's tucked in.
there. Dad, you a PR?
Yeah, for real. Hey, advertise.
Hey.
Oh, we're in it.
Yeah, this. Yeah.
Hey, you still ain't showing it.
Yeah.
There
This is
you
just
go.
my like films, music. I kind of do both. You know what I'm saying? I do both of them. Both of the things. I just actually completed a movie, Me Out. I don't know if y'all familiar with Jamal Willard. He played Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
The guy to play D-Rod. Man, DC from Love and Hip Hop. We just finished the film, so it'll be out soon, like another month on maybe Netflix or Tubi or something like that. So that's dope.
So you producer? You make movies, or you
I
act?
make movies and I act. This particular one I didn't write it or produce it. I just acted in it.
And you an artist?
Yeah, I'm an artist too.
Cool.
I got plenty of songs out there. I got songs with a lot of different people. DJ Drama, Fetty Wap, Red Cafe.
And I'm gonna touch in on that with Fetty Wap stuff.
That's what's up.
Like,
right there.
I appreciate this man right here because I try to keep my circle small and I network. I don't care if the person white, black. Like one of my best friends, he white, and like all our conversations when we chilling around the house, it's about credit. It's about how we can build and expand our brands or whatever.
I
we
can't
got
stand
going.
That's why I love my white friends.
I can't stand
Hell yeah.
racist people. Like
Hell
racism
yeah.
is never bad.
Exactly.
It's just we're black, we get to be racist. That's still a scarcity mindset.
Exactly, and that's what they want you to be stuck. They want you to be stuck.
Black folks can't be racist.
Ever.
I'm sorry.
Ever.
Black folks cannot be racist.
Yes, we can.
No, ma'am.
We're-
You
we're-
look up the
I don't
word
think-
racist.
yeah.
First of all, to be a racist,
We're
you gotta
the
be in
biggest
a
racist.
position of authority and power. Black folks ain't in
And
no
we have
position-
no authority or power. When I walk into a room, honey, I have authority and power.
Black people are the
Hold
most
on.
dominant race, though.
You are misunderstanding. You've got to understand. Black folks cannot be racist. We don't own anything. We don't own no.
Your family don't own shit, but my family do.
Hold up.
We own 300 motherfucking acres. Okay? So I know what you're talking about.
You're misunderstanding. You
No,
are
no,
totally
you're a
misunderstanding.
victim. You're a victim. I'm a victor. It's a difference.
I need you to take a break. You need to take a break because I'm telling you, there's no such thing as black folks being racist.
You're
If you
wrong. You're dead ass wrong. You couldn't be no more wrong. You're like as wrong as wrong can be.
Definition of racist. And
No.
you totally
First of all,
understand.
racism is an evil spirit, and evil spirits don't have a color.
It's
This
not
flesh
about
right
color.
here is gonna die.
That's what you're talking
right?
about. It's not
Your
about
flesh
color.
is gonna turn into
It's about
dust, sir.
power and position.
No, we have power and
Black
position
folks-
too.
You're so misguided.
You just don't live in a privileged
You're so
lifestyle. But
misguided.
that's on you.
You're so misguided.
No, I'm no.
Hey,
All right. Just keep smiling.
There's a black privilege.
Just keep smiling.
There's a black privilege.
I'm not talking about
Unfortunately,
black
you don't
privilege.
live it,
You
obviously.
said racist.
But
Don't start one
no,
point.
black people can be racist. They're some of the most
No such
racist
thing.
I've ever met in my life.
No such animal.
Facts.
I think we can be like
Read up the
discriminatory.
definition. Read the
Prejudice.
definition.
Thank you.
Prejudice.
I'm
Well, first of all, let me tell you how we racist. We're racist against our own people. I mean, prime example.
Colorist.
Oh, absolutely. We're the worst.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
what
I
he's
feel
talking about.
like we're the
He
worst at
wrong.
that, for sure.
But what I'm saying is, here's how you racist.
She's sitting there, she's standing there
He couldn't be
talking
no
about
one
how
wrong.
racist. Then she wants to change the colorist. Since she wants to talk about this, what she has.
Only on Straight, no chase, baby.
You gotta talk about what you started
I said
with.
colorist.
You
Okay.
started with
Black
racism.
people can be racist. It
No,
is a
ma'am.
fact.
Look up the definition.
Nah, what's the definition?
Look up the definition.
What, Wikipedia?
Look it up somewhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere else.
I don't even do tequila.
Man, Boondocks was lying to me.
I've been looking up money so much. Let me look up this shit. Okay.
That's a flex.
I ain't never looked this shit up.
What's with all the tequila, man? Y'all don't do
Okay.
We
Prejudice.
enjoy a free exchange of ideas here, Straight No Chase.
Prejudice against
Somebody pass me the Patron.
a person or people based on their membership in a particular racial group.
Exactly. So how can black
What
people
are
be
you
racist?
talking about?
So how can black people be racist? We're not racist. We don't just like white people because they're white. We just like them because of what they did to us. That's why we dislike. That's not racism.
All right, you show me one white person that owned a slave today and I'll shut the fuck up.
So their wealth and that.
Show me one.
So the wealth.
Show me one.
Okay. So the wealth and their family built off the slaves. Don't matter.
Show me one white person that owned a slave and I'll shut the
So
fuck
the
up.
wealth that their family built off the slaves. Don't
Racism
matter.
ain't just slavery, baby. Racism isn't just slavery.
No, you know why y'all slaves? Y'all still vote Democrat. Y'all, they for y'all.
Hello, I'm a
They tricking
Republican.
y'all ass.
Now what?
Now,
I'm a
now
Republican.
I love you. Now I love you.
Making great
But
Raising the second
I did. But at the end of the day, 92% of people voted for
That's
fucking.
ridiculous.
It said 92% of us voted for Biden.
Biden, yeah.
And fucking Kamala Harris.
Sleepy Joe.
Kamala Harris went out her way to say she was not black. We still voted for
Absolutely.
her. Biden went out his way to say, Biden, shit.
Keep talking about Biden.
Biden.
Yeah.
They the same motherfuckers.
We're gonna get ready to wrap it up anyway.
Obama ain't good. Obama didn't do
Obama
nothing for nobody but gays.
Okay, kill yourself. No. We kill that. I mean, kill that. All right, I kill. So yeah, I mean, kill that.
What Obama did for black people?
I don't know.
He did a lot
We're
for gay
wrapping it
people,
up.
but we
I
did
don't
for
know.
black people.
We're wrapping that up.
Yeah, so Sleaze with
They don't want to talk the
yeah.
truth. I thought it was a straight no chase,
We're
right?
talking about
Okay.
the Fetty Wap situation.
Right.
He from Jersey and everything, and you know he had a lot of connections. He was signed with Coors Light through Ice Cube, won the championship or whatever. He had a whole bunch of shit going on. 360 deal with Sony Music. He done did all that shit. So I learned a lot of game and a lot of stuff from him. He took me on one of my first tours. And we was getting paid off these tours. I was hype man. I was promoting, et cetera, et cetera. And just another stream of income. And it opened my line up to a lot of other connections. So we did a show with Fetty. And he's actually got a couple songs with Fetty Wap. And we did a show with Fetty. And you can see it on my Instagram Chef and Nori. Jesse gonna put it right here.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, we done did that. And with that, it opened me up to a lot of stuff like YK Osiris. When he did that first show on the video before he blew up, I was one of the ones that said that.
Like who?
YK Osiris.
Who the hell is that?
I'll give you the world, baby girl.
Oh, okay.
He owe every celebrity we run into him.
He
He
do.
owe
That nigga owe a lot of money.
He owe everybody,
I want my money,
bro.
nigga.
I'm ready to get famous so I can
I'm
be
like
him.
5, and they shot his
He's
shit up
sweet. Yeah,
while he
he's
was
sweet.
here.
He's sweet.
Damn, he
nigga
handling y'all like that?
And he think he the king of New York. I don't know what.
I guess he is. He's sticking to everybody.
Facts.
For real. Uncle Tom Jr. This nigga crazy. But yeah, now I'm gonna let him touch on the rest of it though. He got a lot of shit going on. I'm proud of that nigga.
Cool, man, I appreciate it.
But go ahead.
It's your time to touch on it.
Oh, I mean, man, like I said, I don't know where should I pick up at.
Even like Envy when we just
I
like the
wanna
whole
hear
bunch
it
of
too,
connect
though,
DJ
bro. You
Envy.
working, bro.
Like this
I'm
nigga
an
over
artist.
this.
I'm
Yeah,
for real.
that's my manager, Lil Sean, DJ Envy.
Tell him put me on. I want to be on a 104.5.
The fucking All-Star Weekend, Envy got us out there. Everything paid for. Like
DJ Envy.
venues, bars. Like the nigga showed us so much.
So the love,
Just
that's
because of
what's
this
up.
nigga,
Yeah,
I'm
the
connected with
last
this
tour.
nigga.
DJ Envy getting on my damn nerves.
You see his wife? They say his wife was talking trash about saying something about his
No,
Yeah,
it's all in their book. Get the book. Get the
Yeah,
book.
the
Get the
book.
book.
Definitely
Get the book. Get the book. Just
I
get the
didn't read the book.
Don't believe the hype. Just get the book.
You read the book?
Not yet. Just get the
So
book.
how do you know it's hype and not true?
Because I watched all their interviews.
Nah, Jesse, I'm pretty sure you talking about the part where she's like she ain't never nutted or
She
something
never
like that.
nutted in 10 years. She used to fake orgasms.
Yeah.
Is that what
But
you said? I
all
wasn't clear.
women
I'll let
fake
y'all tell.
orgasms.
She held it in for 10 years.
All women. Nah, I don't know about all women. Nah.
What?
I'm pretty sure every woman has faked the orgasm once in her life.
Oh,
I'm
that
pretty
ain't
sure.
for
Nah,
ten
whatever.
We're not
That
getting
lot of
paid
women.
for this. What are we faking for?
So you never like,
Now there's some real women. There's some women go keep it real
How you
with
do
you,
it?
and then there's some women that's just gonna play.
What she say?
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
Oh man.
You must have really loved him. Okay, I've never been in that situation.
You never faked the orgasm?
I haven't loved someone in like
You haven't
10
wanted
years.
to make a man feel like, you know.
Fuck no,
You
he
don't
was make
fake
me
it for
feel that
10
way.
years though.
Right,
Oh, that's
but
a
no,
long
it
ass
wasn't
time.
all into
That's-
see like the headlines of
evil.
blogs be
You're
faking
evil.
it. She didn't say she
Don't
did it for the
make me
whole
feel
10
no
years.
way.
He red
What
flag,
the
he
fuck
red
going
flag.
on?
Ain't no real
You
gotta wrap it
gotta
up.
dye his hand
Thank you,
right
come to the
here.
set tonight.
Right here.
No, but he
Make that
she
nigga go to YouTube
She
and
said
learn how to do this.
It was
Sneeze,
specifically
2
during
times.
Everything on
penetration,
YouTube.
never during head.
Hey.
That's why you gotta
This has
fast.
been Straight No Chase with Jesse Mitchell, number one podcast. I am the innovator, the emancipated, the originator, Jesse Mitchell. Stay
The
tuned.
best ever was. Are we off camera?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.